Let's talk about something we've all felt. You know that rush you get from moving fast, from just getting things done? It feels like success, right? But what if that feeling of speed is actually just an illusion and it's hiding something that's not so strong underneath? In this explainer, we're going to dig into the huge difference between just moving quickly and building something that's actually built to last.
Okay, so let's just jump right in with a question for you. Have you ever had that feeling? That sense that you're making all this progress, you're moving super fast, but deep down there's this little nagging thought that whatever you're building might not be able to handle a real storm.
And that feeling right there is exactly what we're digging into today. This first part is all about what I call the illusion of speed. It's this super common trap we all fall into of confusing forward motion with real lasting strength. And hey, let's be honest, building something that looks this impressive, this fast, it's really attractive. It gets you noticed. Doesn't matter if it's your career, a project, or even a relationship, that kind of quick, visible growth feels amazing. It feels like you're winning. But, and this is probably the most important idea we're going to cover, speed is not proof of strength. Because pressure, well, pressure has this funny way of showing you everything that speed was trying to hide. No matter what looks like success will always get tested. All right, so what happens when that test finally shows up? Because it always does. That's what we're getting into next. We're going to look at how pressure finds all the weak spots and reveals the cracks in what we've built. And this isn't some high-level theory, right? Think about it, we've all seen this. A career takes off like a rocket, but then it starts to strain under the first bit of real responsibility. Or a whirlwind romance that seems absolutely perfect, until the first real fight exposes all these deep cracks. Or a business that scales like crazy, only for all its internal systems to just collapse under the weight. It happens all over the place.
And in that moment, when the thing that felt so successful suddenly feels so shaky, the question totally flips. It stops being about, how fast did I get here? And it becomes, what was I actually building? Was it strong? Or was it just fast? So, if the answer isn't just go faster, then what is it? Well, this brings us to the real solution. We have to focus on deep roots, not just fast growth. It's about taking our focus off the shiny, visible branches and putting it on the invisible foundation that actually holds the whole thing up.
You know, this isn't a new idea at all. There's this timeless piece of wisdom from the Bible that just nails it. It's that story about the wise man who built his house on the rock. He wasn't just building for the sunny days. He was getting ready for the storm he knew was coming. And what's really brilliant here is the distinction the story makes. It's not about being smart versus being dumb. It's about two completely different mindsets you see right here. Construction versus assumption. The person building for construction is preparing for the reality of bad weather. The other person is just assuming the good weather is going to last forever. Okay, and this is so important to get. Speed itself isn't the enemy here. The real problem is when you build fast without building deep. See, fast growth doesn't create weak systems, it just exposes them. Fast success doesn't create weak character, it just puts a spotlight on it. Some things failed not because the idea was bad, but because the foundation underneath was incomplete. So if speed isn't the bad guy, what's the actual takeaway? What do we do? Well, this next section gets right to the heart of it. We have to invest where no one sees. We're talking about the critical, absolutely essential work of building that unseen foundation. And this is what that unseen foundation is made of. We're talking about the daily discipline when nobody's watching, the integrity of your character when it's being tested, the strong systems that can actually handle the weight, and the consistent habits that build you up over time. And let's be totally clear, this stuff isn't glamorous. Discipline and systems don't go viral on social media. But these are the things, the only things that determine who and what is still standing when the pressure finally hits. This slide just perfectly captures the cultural tug-of-war we're in. On one side, you've got the modern motto, build fast, adjust later. It's the whole move fast and break things idea. On the other side, you have timeless wisdom, build right so you don't collapse later. And let's be real, fixing a collapse is always more painful and expensive than just building it right from the start. I mean, this reframes everything, doesn't it? If you feel like you're in a slow season right now, please don't mistake that for a lack of progress. A lot of the time, it's just a sign that some really essential construction is happening under the surface, where the real strength is built. Okay, so how do we actually apply all this? Let's bring this home and make it super personal. Because at the end of the day, building a strong foundation starts with asking the right kind of questions right from the very beginning. And that's what this last section is all about. Our culture basically trains us to ask this question first, right? How big can this get? How fast can it scale? How many people will see it? All our focus goes to expansion. But the foundation question is different. It's way more important. It's not about size, it's about strength. It's asking what systems, what character, what truths are going to hold this thing together when, not if, but when the pressure comes. And here it is. This might be the single biggest takeaway from our whole conversation. Real maturity in your life, in your work, in anything, it isn't just marked by growth. It actually begins the moment you stop looking at how fast things are growing and you start asking what they are growing on. So the final question I want to leave you with is just that. In your life, your career, your relationships, all the things you're building, what is it all growing on?